Title: Mastering Emotions and Behavior from the Inside. Introduction. In a world where external chaos often dictates our internal states, the art of mastering emotions and behavior from within is both a refuge and a revolution. To become the true captain of our soul requires more than willpower or fleeting motivation. It demands self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and disciplined introspection. This article is a deep dive into the journey of turning inward to reclaim the reins of our reactions, impulses, and ultimately, our destiny. Section 1. Understanding the inner landscape. Before we can master anything, we must understand it. Our emotional world is complex, shaped by biology, experience, belief systems, and subconscious programming. Emotions are not enemies, they are messengers. They inform us about our needs, boundaries, values, and unmet desires. Yet, most people live reactively, allowing feelings to drive actions without question. Self-awareness is the first step. It means noticing emotions as they arise without judgment. It means being able to say, "I feel anger," rather than "I am angry," recognizing that emotions are experiences, not identities. By observing our emotions, we reclaim our power to choose our responses. Section 2. The power of pause. One of the most transformative practices in mastering emotions is the pause. In that brief space between stimulus and response lies our freedom. The pause allows the rational mind to catch up to the emotional wave. It gives us a chance to ask, is this how I want to respond? Is this behavior aligned with my values? Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and journaling strengthen our ability to pause. They train the mind to sit with discomfort without needing to react, lash out, or escape. Over time, the pause becomes a reflex, a habit that rewires our nervous system toward calm and clarity. Section 3. Emotional Intelligence. The game changer emotional intelligence, EQ, is the ability to understand, use, and to manage our own emotions in positive ways. It involves self-regulation, empathy, motivation, and social skills. Unlike IQ, EQ can be cultivated. Developing emotional intelligence helps us build deeper relationships, resolve conflict more effectively, and lead with authenticity. When we understand our emotional triggers, we are less likely to project blame or act out. We begin to communicate with clarity and listen with compassion. Section 4. Healing the wounds within. Much of our reactive behavior stems from unhealed emotional wounds. Childhood trauma, rejection, abandonment, failure. These wounds create emotional patterns that play out repeatedly until we confront them. Healing requires courage and tenderness. It means facing the parts of ourselves we've hidden or denied. Therapy, inner child work, somatic practices, and shadow integration are powerful tools on this journey. As we heal, we stop reenacting the past and begin choosing from the present. Section 5. Building new habits and inner discipline. Change is not an event. It is a process. Mastering emotions means building habits that support our highest self. It means creating routines that prioritize self-care, reflection, and growth. Daily practices like gratitude journaling, mindful breathing, physical exercise, and adequate rest become the pillars of emotional resilience. Inner discipline is the ability to do what we know is right, even when we don't feel like it. Over time, Discipline becomes devotion, a deep commitment to our own evolution. Section 6. The role of beliefs and inner dialogue. Our thoughts shape our emotions, which in turn shape our behaviors. Limiting beliefs like, "I'm not good enough" or "I always mess things up" sabotages our emotional balance. To master our inner world, we must challenge and transform these beliefs. Cultivating a kind and supportive inner voice is crucial. Instead of berating ourselves for mistakes, we learn to speak with encouragement and compassion. This shift in inner dialogue builds confidence, self-worth, and emotional agility. Section 7. Relationships as mirrors. Relationships offer some of the most fertile ground for emotional mastery. They reflect our inner wounds, unmet needs, and unconscious patterns. Every conflict is an invitation to grow. Every trigger, a teacher. By approaching relationships with curiosity instead of defensiveness, we learn more about ourselves. Emotional maturity means taking responsibility for our part and setting boundaries without guilt. As we grow inwardly, our relationships transform naturally. To Section 8. Embracing emotional range. Mastering emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. It means embracing the full spectrum. Joy, sadness, anger, fear, love, all are part of the human experience. Emotional mastery allows us to feel deeply without being swept away. It is in vulnerability that we find strength, in grief that we find meaning, in anger that we find boundaries. Each emotion has a purpose and a gift. When we honor them, we access the fullness of life. Section 9. Integration and embodiment. True mastery is not intellectual, it is embodied. It shows up in how we speak, how we breathe, how we move through the world. It is felt in the calm during chaos, the grace during conflict, the presence during pain. Integration means our inner world and outer actions are aligned. It means we walk our talk. We become safe in our own skin, trustworthy to ourselves and others. Conclusion. Becoming the author of your inner life. Mastering emotions and behavior from the inside is the path to personal freedom. It is a lifelong journey of returning to ourselves, of choosing presence over reaction, clarity over chaos, love over fear. You are not your past, not your pain, not your patterns. You are the space in which transformation can happen. The invitation is open. To pause, to listen, to heal, to rise. Begin now. Begin within. If this article resonated with you, please consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, like, and share. Your engagement helps us grow and continue to bring more meaningful content to those on the journey of inner transformation. Thank you for being here.